We are going to re-unbox one more sword. If you were here earlier today, you saw us unbox it. Ryan's expression was priceless, and so I just want to see what happens with Scott and Mark when they unbox it. They already know that it's going to be something cool, so they might not have a more subdued reaction. But hey, you never know.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
We got them overexcited and amped up, so probably at this point they're going to be like, "What the fuck, man?" They probably won't care about it so much.
Feel the power. Oh, I can feel it.
How long is it? Okay, it's katana length.
Is it katana? Is it katana length? Is it katana length? Is it really katana
Why is
length?
it such a big box, though?
Why is it such a big box?
What's in the big box? What's in the box?
I mean, it's nothing. I don't feel anything.
You know what? It's nothing special at all, guys.
lightweight.
It's nothing special at all. And it's lightweight, but that's because Mark has those big Popeye arms. And hey, it's Kratos here.
Kratos. Speaking of big arms.
It's talking big arms, exactly. So we are going to cut, but first we are going to live re-unbox one item. And once again, for those of you just joining us, Ryan and I unboxed it earlier today, and then we were really impressed. But I wanted to catch these guys' expressions. They're probably going to act out and make it look more exciting than it really is. Hey, Chris Banner in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so awesome!
Sword! Oh my God, it's a sword!
Yeah. So we'll wait for a few more people to come on, and we will do our usual. We will be cutting. We're going to be cutting with what's in this box too. We're also going to be cutting with the Legacy Blade Samgakdo. We'll be cutting a really fat mat with that. Ryan, want to bring up the fat mat, the not so fat and the fat mat? I know, it is a monster. We're also going to be cutting with the S5 Dragon Cherry. This one, that is a fat mat, and with a fat sword. This is a less fat sword, but we'll be cutting with both. And then, what else? We're going to be cutting with a Reaper, too. So we're going to be cutting with Mark's Reaper. Because we got some big fat mats that we're going to play with today. BigFatMat.com. I know, right? It's a sword. Oh my gosh. Yeah, beefy blade.
Also, I upgraded my Reaper with a very nice Sageo from Japan. Looks
That
really nice.
that actually does look really nice
It
on
does
that
with the
Saya.
white. Yeah, it does.
That's a very nice combination.
Yeah.
Carbon steel 1095 price range, probably starting about 200 going into the thousands for that.
Yeah, it just depends on all your options you pick with it.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of blade and all kinds of other factors. Hey, Trevor Payne, I haven't had a chance to look at that document you sent me. And once again, we're gonna wait. Actually, we don't have to have everybody online. Or yeah. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's in here.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Are you guys acting, or is that actually real enthusiasm?
That's just like it puts a smile on your face. Okay, alright.
Oh, this is Kydex.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Is this some kind of whack?
Tack.
Oh, is this what I think it is? Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
It is that thing.
And for context, here is a. Go ahead and just see the difference between a regular katana. So very similar blade length, but one of them is definitely fatter than the other.
Look at the little tuba on
The
it.
tiny
It's
tuba.
cute.
It's just there for like, hey, I'm here with the party now.
Welcome Aldrin in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a massive sword, and we're going to cut a fat mat with this later.
Very nice. How much?
This one's made of SX105V. This is the prototype. They sent us the prototype. He wants us to cut with it. We were actually hoping to cut some aluminum cans, but we threw them all out. Tack Nag.
Sharp. That's awesome.
Tack Nag. I kind of like that.
Nag tack.
I was going to call it the Nagasheti, but
Nagasheti.
Nagasheti. I prefer that because tack nag sounds like you're nagging somebody.
Nagasheti.
Nagasheti. Yeah, a
Nagasheti,
Nagasheti. There you go. It's like a Nagamaki with a. I don't even know what. That's not even a.
Machete blade. It's basically a machete blade at
What's
this
the
point.
bogey for? I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's already so thick.
So here-
Kaze?
Yeah, it's a very. So here's the thing: is that the Germans.
Oh,
That's a little whistle to it.
Little whistle.
The Germans, the Cloudhammer's big German client, said they didn't like how thin the sword was, but it's a super nimble little sword.
yeah, little.
It actually has some massive distal taper. I think it's only 3 millimeters towards the Kisaki.
Yeah, it's very thin. It's actually very thin down here, but it's got like this pseudo habaki that's very like thick at the base, and it pinches off, and then there's a little bit of distal taper going on.
Thank you, Aldrin.
There's also this reverse profile taper. This is actually how a lot of falchions were engineered, by having a really thick base, but like thick this way, but narrow this way. And then as they thin out in distal taper, they get wider.
So yeah, this is. We'll see how this cuts.
We're gonna
Oh,
cut with-
wait.
Oh, haha.
Scott can't
Yeah.
cut paper. Here, let Mark cut it. Scott sucks at cutting paper. Like, if I ever wanted to fight against Scott, I'd be a piece of paper.
Oh, I totally. Let's try that again.
Yeah, it was an amazing expression. So this is a secondary.
Bro.
This is a secondary bevel. Something this big shouldn't be this sharp.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
This is like right out of the box, by the way.
right out of the Kydex sheath.
Right out of the Kydex sheath.
That's the type of blade you can go like this with the.
Oh, you can just kind of turn it as you're going through the paper. Yeah, that's like scary sharp right there.
Yeah. So anyway,
Or as someone who I learned from recently, the term "stupid sharp," as in if you touch it, you're stupid.
Who?
Scott missed the hole again.
Yeah, he has this problem all the time.
I know. All right. We'll start with the Dragon Cherry. How about that? The S5 Dragon Cherry.
Is that what we're calling this?
Yes. Come and show it up front without. Don't take it out yet. Just come bring it up close and let's take a look at it. And we are now going to be cutting the Dragon Cherry. This was actually an error. They were supposed to send us a different Tsuba, but they sent us this one instead.
This was gonna be a surging dragon.
This was supposed to be a surging dragon, but they gave us the wrong Tsuba. And so we have a different version. What we're probably going to do is tie a black Sageo or a blue Sageo onto that so it looks a little bit different. So anyway, so we're going to cut with this baby. We'll see how it goes. This is an S5 shock seal sword, so probably mats are kind of... Oh! I would say that's pretty sharp.
Yep.
You hear the poof.
Yeah.
Alta-clip would not hold one. I'm not even sure what an alta-clip is. Have you tried naginata? Do we have naginata? We do not have naginata. We have an antique naginata here. But other than that, we do not have a naginata. Oh, another nice cut.
That was effortless.
I really like the balance of these.
Yeah.
These
Surging dragons, dragon cherry. It has a really good balance for us.
Mhm.
The thinner profile.
the saya is a slim saya.
Yeah.
Oh, another thin little slice.
Tiny cut.
Tiny cut. Yeah.
All right, we might as well get 10 cuts out of this.
John's turn.
Nice. Big slice, but so that's 4. We're not going to get 10 cuts out of this. Well, we could.
We just have to be very careful.
Ooh, another little cut.
What's up, Ronan Rice?
I'm gonna rise in the house.
Where is this? It's Richmond, Virginia. RVA Katana, right across the street from Shindigs.
We are in Richmond, Virginia. Oh, nice little slice. Hold that up.
Little biscuit.
Little biscuit. That's your rapper name?
Where is this? Yeah.
Little biscuit.
We do not make kanabo.
That would be cool. Is this 6?
We 7.
He's number 7.
He's number 7. Ooh, another little cut.
All right, John. Get 8.
Every cut dulls the blade. I mean,
Ever so slightly.
ever so slightly. It really depends on the edge retention, and this is heat treated to 59 HRC, so
I'll let y'all stay open until 6 p.m. every day.
we're here. This is RVA after hours.
Yep. Can you cut with Jin Sakai? We actually did that last week. Still waiting for John to post the footage from it. Do you make Guandao? Well, point of order, we don't make any of these swords, but we don't have any Guandao in
Do not
shop.
have any guandao.
Do y'all ship? Yes, everywhere in the U.S. and internationally as well. But know your local sword law imports.
That was 8 or 9?
That's 8. I'm pleased with that little cut.
Just order my Taisukyu Shoshin Hana Katana and a few other things from your online store. Awesome, love to hear
Thank
it.
you. Oh, another little cut. Shoshin Hana, it'll probably take them 3 months, just to let you guys know. Which blade would you take with you if you were a pirate in Shinsekai? Huh. I saw some guys in Y2 Katana are superior to normal swords since they naturally self-align their edge. That is not true, Amare.
No.
Not true at all. Cut with Chinese Jin. Jin are really not meant for cutting. They're more stabbing weapons. We do ship to California. Anywhere in the United States we can ship to. California takes about 5 days. Ooh, we're just, wow.
That's 10.
10, we made it to 10.
You did make it to 10. All right, Ryan. Don't fuck it up. I'm gonna clean it off. So I'm gonna try to get rid of as much drag as possible, get the goop off.
Let me get the tatami guts off of it while I put more tatami guts on it.
Yeah, that's basically a old wives' tale. A sword doesn't automatically align itself. We've had several unaligned cuts. Nice.
Oh, I think we can get 12. You gonna try it, John?
Yeah.
Here we go. 12 cuts, not bad.
Aw.
Almost.
Where can I buy that stand? I believe, Scott, you made this one, didn't you?
Yeah, Scott made the stand.
How much for this sword? It's what, 700?
This is $725, but the S5 shock steel, several of them are on sale. This one was a mistake. They gave us the wrong Tsuba, so it's slightly discounted. And so if you use the 20S5 coupon code, then it ends up being, I think, about $580. So $580 for an S5, that's like the best that we've ever done an S5, a full katana.
Trevor Payne says y'all should try for a record tonight. Yeah, try for 15.
Oh, I think Trevor is trolling us.
I mean, that's the goal every time.
If Trevor was here, we'd probably be able to do it.
Yeah, if Trevor were here, we could do it. If Trevor were here. Let's do it regular.
Law Odachi, we are out of stock on Law's Odachi.
Laws Odachi, we are out of.
Most expensive sword in the shop is an antique about 700-ish years old for 8,500.
So we're going to cut with the Reaper or the Samgato on the thick ones? Because we have two thick ones.
Good old Scoopers cuts right, RVA Katana.
One for each one?
Do you ever spar against one another? No, especially not with sharps.
Not with sharps. That's just asking to get done.
Tatami Zamboni.
We do spar.
Highway to Tatami Zone. Yeah.
Take you riding to Tatami Zone. Warren Nass, how's it going? Thin cut competition, that's what we do all the time. Any wakizashi, yeah, we have lots of wakizashi. I think they're over there plotting what the next thing they want to try to cut with. You need Enma. We'll show you Enma later. We're cutting right now. You shouldn't ever really spar with sharps, I feel like. Yeah, that is correct.
That is true. You should not spar with sharps. That's just asking for trouble. Okay, so what we have here, this is the this is the Phoenix Arms Kazaridachi. T10 clay tempered. So we've had Cloudhammer versions made of W2 and other ones. So this is a discounted one. This is a Kokurasu Maru style, but only 27 inches.
Y'all ever cut with the Viking sword? We cut with a Hanwei Goldford a long time ago. We cut beach mats with it. It'd be cool to try to cut actual tatami with it sometime.
These are the type of swords that you would have seen back in the day.
Back
Like
in the
this
day.
kind of fittings.
Heian
Like
period.
Heian period, where they were trying to emulate Chinese styles.
All right.
My lord.
Oh, he said it.
Do you guys like any sword fighting video games? Yeah.
Is the reverse is the false edge sharp?
Probably not.
Yes.
It
Really?
is. Ooh.
So, well, not super sharp, but sharp enough to cut you, so don't go don't go
Okay.
crazy.
Oh, wasn't that
Doesn't
bad?
cause it there.
Ooh. Does it have a bohi and a sogi?
I believe so.
Yes.
Oh. Coming in. How'd it cut? How'd it feel?
Just, I can't explain. It's really light.
We've been doing a lot of Kogurasu cutting lately.
Be careful that cutting the hand. Don't hold it at the bottom.
Yeah.
What? No.
Try it with reverse edge.
Oh, it's not that. It's not. I don't think that part's sharp enough.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Go above that.
Yeah. Test and see. Actually, here. I don't think it's paper cutting sharp, but we can always check and see. Coming in. Test the false edge. False edge is the back side.
Usually they don't come super sharp from the factory.
Yeah.
Nah.
Eh.
Yeah, I would do.
Yeah. So the false edge isn't cutting.
I think it has enough to probably cut you if you want.
For this one, it's more of a weight saving.
Hey, Warren Nass in the house. We first cut with a Dragon Cherry, S5 Dragon Cherry. Now we are cutting with the Heian Kokurasu Kortachi, Kazaridachi. Ho!
Nice end of cut.
That's going into sensei mode. The goal is to try to stop the cut as soon as possible once you get past the mat.
This one is, I believe, 725. It is clay tempered on both sides. Beautiful polish.
Soak up that grip on your left hand.
Scott, when you come back, can you make sure the door's locked? Ooh, that just hung there. That's a scrap we can cut later.
Let's get another rubber band real quick so it actually stays together.
Oh,
You need a new sword? Look no further.
this is such an interesting feel to it.
I'm telling you, choke up on.
I'm not used to having my hands so close together when I'm cutting.
Had to saw through that one. What are you talking about?
I know. Oh, that was
Nice.
like effortless. Effortless, but we're taking big cuts. You okay?
Yeah.
You got caught on that on
This thing, yeah.
You gonna try Kiriage or is that a?
Rising Strike. Kiriage. Maybe. Want to try Kiriage?
We can always try. So we're gonna do an upward. Hold on a second.
Let's let
We
John
wrap this
get
shit-
out of
get
the
out
get
of
out
the
of the splash zone.
Get out of the well. I'm more concerned about getting cut. Oh, that was a little cut.
Nice. Now I have to try it.
Humiliate myself. Last week I tried Kiriage and just wet fart. Skill issue.
Yep, it was indeed a skill issue.
Yeah, the back edge being sharp is pretty cool. Shogo's teacher was showing how you could lock up and then twist the sword around.
Oh yeah. Yushin Sensei?
Yeah, Yushin Sensei. Oh, nice. Nice little cut. So, Kiriage, this is once again with a T10 clay tempered sword. Yeah, you have to be really careful with Noto. That was a little.
Got an inch off of it.
I know. Kind of scooped it towards the end.
We're opening a Baskin Robbins.
31 flavors.
Do you ever
It
draw
looks
the
like-
blade?
It looks like some of the stuff got caught up in the soggy.
Do you ever draw the blade then cut? Yeah, it's called, depending on the school, it can be called either nuki-uchi or nukitsuke.
Yeah.
Ski.
Kogarasu at work. Save you money.
No!
Ah!
We're almost through it.
Yeah,
John, I'm gonna turn around.
I'm just working way through it.
Cutting some bread.
Exactly.
Yeah, be especially careful with the with the back edge there. What's the point of this? To annoy you.
It's unpegged,
Just the way we like it.
she said. Nice little cut.
Well done.
All right.
Fun sword.
Yeah, fun little sword. Once again, sort of a historical shape, the Kogurasa shape, in very Heian style fittings. So the kind of furniture you would have seen, about 1,000 years ago, or even older, when they were emulating Chinese
Ray
styles.
Gimo in the house. We have not cut with the big one yet, but we're about to. He's got the thick mat.
He's got bazooka.
Shows that you know this isn't cactus. Actually, it'd be interesting to try to cut cactus.
I have, and it's awesome.
It is it?
Because it's not very dense, right?
Cactus was everywhere in Florida.
It's just massive. She said. He said.
Yeah, work it,
That
John.
is heavy. That is a heavy boy.
Any Hashira style swords? Yeah.
We do have Demon Slayer swords.
Nagasheti.
Naruto, the Nagasheti, basically a Nagamaki machete tactical.
Kratos says,
Tactical Nagasheti.
All the things.
Kratos says, don't drink the cactus juice.
It's the quenchiest.
2 quick swipes, you mean like a Mizugai sheet? We've done those in the past, but it's really risky to do those since we're trying to, only
We're trying to get
succeed.
the most out of the cuts. We're just having fun cutting.
Yeah, so
Oh my god.
that's something you do more for training than anything. The quenchiest.
All right, so here we go. This is an SX-105E, the Nagasheti. How's it feel weight wise?
It's a lot of forward weight. So this should be a good cutter. Here we go. Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
Ching!
All right, me.
I love it when we hear the ching.
Oh my god.
Ching!
It cuts easier than you think it will.
Okay. Look how far down you cut on it. So you're like halfway down the blade.
Who needs the monoichi?
It's like a sweet spot. That was on the monoichi.
That's basically the edge alignment sweet spot there.
What is your best kazaridachi? We have several. Just look at our website, rva-katana.com, and you will see our list of kazaridachi.
These long handles actually kind of throw me off.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I choked up on it, yeah.
Ching!
Doesn't that feel good?
We're getting these giant
Yeah.
cuts.
That was like right with the tip.
Yeah.
This is also, once again, this is a double mat. Almost, is this a double mat or
Yes.
is this?
Is it double? Oh, I've never cut a double mat so easily. So this is where I cut it, like right here at the tip.
And it's still cut through, wow.
Oh yeah.
And for fire in the hole, just for reference, that's the difference in thickness there. Or hold on a second. So this is a double mat. This is like $20 worth of fun. Ching!
Rebate. You got a rebate on that.
I got like the edge.
I know, he got a little. Ching! Oh.
Love that sound.
Awesome.
He scooped it a little bit, but
John's like me.
So much flex with it. Look how smooth it is.
I feel like I'm gonna get inside of a cavalry line and pull him up with my, or a spear line. Ching! I also, I don't know if I scooped that or not.
Yeah, that's a scoop.
A little bit.
All right, let's go.
Imagine the pre-orders on that, right? I got someone asking how much already.
That's the problem is we don't know. This is their prototype, and they're experimenting with a slightly different geometry. I'm gonna tell them not to because
Yeah, that's
this is
sick.
awesome. We love this.
We do have bleach swords.
Like a shorter handle though.
Splash zone.
Yeah, I said he darted case line, it goes up the other direction.
So I would modify this, like cut the handle down to like 11 inches.
Yeah, I'd be down
That's
with
a
that.
tack whack.
Yeah.
Or that's a wakasheti.
Yeah.
This is so much more.
That way it'd be like a.
Are your swords made the real way or by machine?
It'd basically be a love child. between
People,
a katana and
there
a-
are power tools involved. With this type, they are using hydraulic presses.
All right, Scott. Splash zone.
Ching!
Wow.
This is like an effortless cutter.
Yeah, that. Yeah, arms off.
This is thick, and once again, compare the size. I mean, this is
Flesh
just
wound.
This is the only time the second time ever that I've cut a double mat. And, yeah, that's fun.
this is through hardened, so yeah.
Through hardened spring tempered.
You're not knocking out the bottom, but you are tearing up the sides.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that one out either.
Really?
Oh, actually, no, I did.
Zookeeper.
Steve says his wakasheti is cowering in fear. I wonder if we could actually have this traditionally mounted as well. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be interesting, yeah. Or make a shorter version of this blade but mounted on an army sword hilt. You basically have a Thorpe falchion at that point.
Yeah, handmade sword from Japan is going to cost you at least $5,000, and usually much more.
Usually 7 is your minimum.
Yeah, this thing is a freaking beast.
So I'll just do Kiseki or Hidaki Kisa.
Do a different cut. Yeah.
No!
That was in the sweet spot too.
It's all sweet spot.
That's all sweet spot.
Almost made it all the way through. I think the rubber band saved it. It stopped right at the rubber band.
I mean,
Take another
pretty
shot.
close.
I'm gonna rebate on that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Mark,
Okay. Twist my arm.
correct my mistake.
Ching!
Trying to specifically cut above the cut line.
It's weird that I cut like the same. Damn it! Like deck both times.
Ching! Yeah.
Nice. That's fun.
I don't know.
It's a double beaker.
Look at that.
Bring it up to the camera.
Yeah.
And it's the same depth each cut.
That might have been a range thing, so it could have been that.
Yeah, I was standing pretty far back.
What's crazy about this is as I'm wiping it down with the microfiber, it's cutting the microfiber as it passes by.
So yeah, what I suspect with Ryan's cut was that he was maybe a half a step back, and so it got inside the arc of the cut.
Okay.
That's what I suspect.
Yeah, it was a little too far.
It's back. I thought he was done doing that.
Yeah. I'm just... See, when you see it puff up like this, then it's done this whole. It's going to be very unstable on the base. Don't cut it anyway.
You're unstable on the base.
That's what your girlfriend said
I mean,
to me.
yeah. You realize it's not a compliment, right?
No, I'm just fucking around. You know what? You know what? Let's not cut with this. I want to keep on cutting with that one.
Yeah, it's a fun.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on cutting with this guy.
More.
So
Give us more.
I'm gonna cut the die case out. We're gonna keep on cutting with this big guy because this is a big fat. This is a double mat, double roll for those of you who been looking. Ching!
Oh, just on there.
Yeah. Ching!
Just that little scoopage.
I think that's not as much a scoop as it's not firm on the base, and so
It does actually have a slight reinforcement at the tip. I'm looking and it actually swells up a little bit. Huh.
she said.
I noticed that too. That's what she said.
Yeah. What does Scotty T think of it?
Hell yeah, man.
This is not on the website. We actually don't know what the price will be yet. We don't know what the price will be
That was
yet.
actually a really bad cut. It's scooped.
I think what's happening is that we hit it, and then because it's not firm on the base.
Skill issue. Looks like machete greatsword. I mean, basically.
It sounds so cool.
I know. I love all the cloud hammers have been like ching, making the thin
Yeah, I
blades.
love it. I love it.
Is the ska made of polymer? I believe it is.
Yes, this is a G10 handle. G10 handle with cloud hammer wrap. I mean, that's a really steep
Correct
cut
the
there.
angle.
I don't think I'm like,
It's also wobbling on the base.
Baskin Robbins.
Nice.
Better. There you go.
Mo better.
Just
So is it like falchion if we go European? I mean, it could be like a marriage between a Thorpe and a Makiowski Bible falchion, but
We're just gonna call it a Nagasheti for now.
I know it's a whole new language for you, Scott.
a Minkowski Bible falchion?
Yeah. Makiowski. I'll show you later. Feel the power.
Sport mode.
It's got to turn backward to go faster.
Oh, I want to rebate on that.
As you wish.
I forgot it wasn't pegged.
Oh, it's starting to get loose too.
Ching! Nice.
Machines are so satisfying.
I know. Hearing that ching is so satisfying.
And each time it falls, it starts to loosen up a little bit more. So this is going to be interesting. Man, that's embarrassing.
Weird, it went like straight down.
Yeah.
Oh. And now it's all loosened up.
Yep.
Hold on a second. Coming in.
All right. Sense of redemption.
Ching! Wow. That cut through like the place where he cut before, so two halves fell off.
This is just turning into a huge mess. Can you do it, John?
Yeah. I can do it.
We believe in you.
Which way are you going? I'll do that. I'm actually gonna do it. That's fine.
Sliced armors, it's all in the hips. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's all in the hips.
It's gonna go flying at the door.
I knew it.
Nope.
Flying at the door.
Can you legally buy a katana? I mean, in America you can. Depends on your country though. Mark again, please. How do you call drawing and cutting? Either depends on your yuha. It's either nukitsuke or nuki-uchi. Bro's playing basketball. Steve says he's in for one whenever. How much for that one were you testing? We don't know yet. It's a prototype.
It's probably going to be about 600. Probably about 600. Oh, God.
That's what this does.
We do.
Explodes the
I
target.
hereby call this the cattle mutilator.
That's very close to one of my favorite bands.
This is it, the mutilator.
The Mutilator. Yeah.
I mean, this thing is freaking amazing. It's just one of those cool things.
This is the
Take a
Nagasheti.
to a single mat.
Someone's asking, what about Canada? We do ship to
Unpegged
Canada.
single mat. Unpegged single mat.
Go, do it. Oh, it wanted to stay. It's a freaking pole arm on a short stick. I mean, pretty much.
Hold on. Hold on.
Do you ship to Australia? Yes, but I believe in Victoria, is it you need a permit?
You need a permit in Victoria.
Yep. Too many bogans there.
It's a nanny state.
Was that cattle decapitation? That is one of my favorite bands,
That's
yes.
one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, they are an actual band.
Yeah.
They're really good too. Do you sell prop swords? Wooden ones.
Oh! Ching!
Do you need a permit for New South Wales and Australia? I don't know. I
You
don't.
want to take a swing at this baby?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, the only place in Australia that you need a permit is Victoria.
But it's always best to know your own local laws regarding these things if you're going to try to buy.
Is people still on YouTube? Let me just do something really quickly here. Oh, sorry about YouTube. We lost our comments, but it looks like we're back on here again.
What happened yesterday? Rebate.
Ching!
Yeah, so. Starting to get lazy.
Nice. Man, that is a freaking monster.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, this is a monster sword. We should probably try like multiple cuts,
about a
multiple mats with this guy.
Yeah, a 3-mat cut, that'd be sweet.
It'll do it.
Yeah.
It'll totally do it. It's just like, yeah.
It's not a monster blade, it's a Monstar blade.
So here's the thing: is that Cloudhammer is working on a 53 millimeter wide, and I think this is partially based on what they're going to work on. I think, but I don't know about that.
53 millimeters. Sign me up, please.
That's a 61 millimeter, I believe.
At the base.
Anyway, go bring that show thing of Nagasheti. Yes, I guess we have just decided to call it the Nagasheti for now.
Yeah.
And Cloudhammer is going to start mass production of these. This is the only one they made. This is their prototype. We had two prototypes.
Not gonna have a problem cutting through it. Is it scrap of cloth?
Yeah, this is a massive.
Did you say it's a Motohaba 60 or is it Sakihaba 60?
Yeah, I don't actually know. I think it's
I
because
imagine it would be Sakihaba 60.
the Sakihaba is wider than the Motohaba. That is,
Yeah, that's
it's
what I'm saying.
wider towards the tip.
Yeah.
She said. Steve, it is SX105V. SX105V. Oh, it looks like we're going to be finishing up with some. What do you call it?
Scraps.
Scrap cuts, unsecured scraps. This is the S5.
Was it?
This is the S5 Dragon Cherry.
Missed.
I didn't.
No, he didn't. He got the top inch. That was a really nice cut. Nice cut. David Washington. By the way, David Washington, your Onimaru came in today. Oh, nice.
Sweet. God, the way that sounded when you cut it sounded like a beach mat for a second. I was like, damn.
Carbon fiber sword is not a thing.
Carbon fiber handle maybe, but not a blade.
Let's see. Once again, this is the Dragon Cherry, Cloudhammer Dragon Cherry made of S5 shock steel.
I was like, bro, you're about to.
Yeah, so I can
I was like, hold
prove
on.
that it's a cut mat.
No. I was wondering why you're holding it upside down. It's like, that's not a Sakabato. He thinks he's Rurouni Kenshin. Oh!
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Mark. All right. You showing you up?
Once again, this is the Dragon Cherry.
Want to try to cut that?
Yeah, yeah.
There's still enough of it left.
Itty bitty piece.
So that little small aluminum can, do you think you could cut it, Mark?
The small what?
The aluminum can.
Yeah, I can cut it. I usually only cut them when they're full, though, so we'll try it. Who you want to cut it?
The big boy. Nice. The big boy.
The big boy? All right.
So what, here's the idea I had. Let's see.
Thing is, aluminum cans aren't hard to cut through. They just scuff the hell out of your blade.
Well,
But this is the tester, so we can't.
Yeah, true.
exactly.
Huh.
What the heck?
This is just so it won't go flying. I don't want to fill it with fluid and have the place get all, you know.
Okay. If it was a shorter piece of metal on the top, it wouldn't get more tumble so much.
There has to be enough mass to hold it down. That's the thing. Yeah.
Hey, Warren, what's up, Pally? We just cut with, that was the Dragon Cherry S5. Basically, Warren, it's Surging Dragon with a different Suba on it. Ah, somebody from the Philippines. Awesome. How you doing, pal?
How's it going?
We love your culture except for the balut. You have a katana at the house you got from a friend, you love it. Hell yeah, it loves you.
Big guy isn't going to be as accurate. I'm not going to be as accurate with the big guy.
S5 steel isn't part of a nutritionally balanced diet.
I can definitely hit it with
Is that thing too big for a rack?
Good, isn't it?
T45 steel is better than shock steel?
I'm not familiar with T45.
Yeah, I don't know what T45 is.
Well, I struck it. That's good enough for me.
Scratch it. Just curious.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Barely. I'm actually not seeing
That can's not going to get back up and spit at you, I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah, neither will the Tommy mats.
Sure thing, Warren. You got some swords on the way, pal. Let us know when you get them, Warren. The that new Cloud Hammer Yaito, and well, you bought a what else did Warren buy? He bought a Dragon King. What did he get?
No, he got the Yaito and the. Did he get a Reaper?
No, did he get a modern? No,
I don't remember what he got.
Warren. I can't forget. I can't remember what.
The Yaito plus something else.
The Yaito and no Dragon
I think he
King.
got a Reaper.
No, it was a Dragon King.
Nice. Knock that baby over.
Oh, I want a piece of that.
John's like, put me in the game.
That one or what do you want to show it over here?
T45 is 4.5 times better than T10.
Did I go into Scotty T mode? We can put it on there. I'll cut it.
Jin Sakai, we'll show it after we're done cutting these scraps. This one with our current sale is $580. It's made of S5 shock steel.
That?
Yeah,
S5 shock steel.
I believe in you, Scott.
I gotta cut just that.
Just that. You can do it.
But just that I gotta cut.
Nice.
Did I cut it?
I don't know. I'm not sure you did.
I did.
Yeah, I know you did. Who's up?
This is S5 shock steel. Do we have any more scraps left?
Bunch of scraps.
Cut the scraps.
Basically a Surgeon Dragon, just with a different.
It's a Surgeon Dragon, but with a different Tsubo. They mounted the wrong Tsuba for us, and so
I still dig it. It's
I like
nice.
it. Yeah, this is very similar. We actually had this one in 51 CRV4 at one time, kind of like this.
The new mounter's doing a good job. Like
Yeah.
No transitions, like no ledges. Diamonds are more uniform. Of course, you can't move them. Yeah. Who's next?
Do you burn your used Tatami mats? They smell good in a campfire. Ugh. Ugh.
Press X.
Oh, Spring Sakura. That's right. Warren got the Spring Sakura.
Sakura, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, Jill is in the house. I didn't.
Hey,
Jill.
Jill.
Wow, you got. Oh, that's a thick base. That doesn't count.
Washed up.
And it's a big base.
To be fair, that was 3 pieces stacked on top of another, so.
Sounds like an orgy.
Oh, yeah. John knows what's up.
If you don't have your.
Did you find the 40 millimeter Samgakdo? Yes, Ray, we did.
Find it.
It was still in box. I told them to take it out of the box and put it on the floor, but nobody did. So I thought it got stolen or something like that, but we did find it. Yasuke's katana from Assassin's Creed. We're talking about to Mike De La Vega about having one done.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be cool. That's coming soon, right?
It is. Nice.
They pushed it back to February 25th. You guys see that?
It was supposed to come out like September
Last
or
year,
something.
Then February 14th, and now it just got pushed back again.
I always approve of it when companies push back the games, because that way we know it's going to be better when it comes out, instead of like releasing a piece of crap.
Yeah, but it's EA, so
Yeah, there's only so much that you can expect out of them.
Who's the guy with glasses and no beard? That's probably me.
Eh, the owner of this fine establishment. He said no beard, Ryan.
yeah, no one said who's the mountain man.
Got it.
Another fat piece.
Yeah. There are a couple.
We'll give you the tour in a moment. We're almost done cutting.
That's Stevens. Yeah, I don't like that one.
Doesn't like you.
I know. That's why I'm about to cut it. No, I'm kidding.
That one, I wonder, that would be an interesting angled cut.
Yeah.
I know you should do it. I still think you should do it, but these are unsecured scraps. Any ancient katana that have seen war and have souls trapped in it. I know we have some that have seen wars.
Sections?
We don't know if it has souls trapped in it. Nice. Annoying. Bye. See you later.
Okay.
All right, not an airport, you don't have to announce your departure.
What is the tan one right over the mirror? That's a shikomizue, or stick sword. Some people will call it a shirasaya. Incorrectly call it a shirasaya. So this is once again the S5. Well, this one is not. This is a shikomizue shirasaya,
65 mm.
65 MN type of,
We also
similar to
have a
1566.
10,
I know an ex-girlfriend that has souls trapped in her, says Mike de la Vega. Samurai Jack, we might have sold out of it. We did have it as of yesterday, but I think we sold out of it. We sold 2 Samurai Jack over the weekend, and now I think we're sold out.
I ruined your beautiful stacking job, Ryan.
Manganese is good steel. Manganese is durable. The manganese steel, the downside is the edge retention. It's pretty similar to 1066, or sorry, 1060. So it's not going to be as good as like 1095, but it's still good. Either the swords are extremely sharp or everyone in that shop is a pro. The swords are pretty sharp.
I can only say that I'm a fairly mediocre cutter.
The katana come in gold, as in the steel, the metal gold? No. Do you ever have dreams when we are to samurai? No.
Yeah.
One does not simply cut a watermelon or walk into mortar, as the case may be.
I mean, you don't need a sharp sword to cut a watermelon.
Yeah, a good sword can make a bad cutter look good.
Yep, absolutely true.
We got too many.
Too many slices, and then we'll take you on a tour of the shop. We have about 600 different types of swords in here now. We have a storage space too that actually currently has. I counted today. I didn't count it completely, but I think we have like 600 swords in storage right now. 600 budget
That
swords.
actually sounds low.
Basically, a lot of the Dragon Spring stuff. この人は最高切り方だったって最高って Who would win at a duel of death between you all? I just know if I'm fighting against Scott, I would wear paper because he can't cut paper. Yeah, reenactment swords, 65 MN, manganese steel. That's because they're super durable. You can smash them up against each other.
I think we're done too.
The least expensive katana we have here is the $80 Black Samurai. Andrew Odom, we are cutting tatami mats.
Well, we were.
Past tense.
今、刀持ってる人は腰が入ってないわ。Sometimes you don't have enough space to use your koshi. See, I come from a Wing Chun background where we try to like minimize what we're using. So that's a bad habit I need to get out of when cutting.
All right, which one of you dorks put the tachi away upside down?
Oh my God, you're
下
fired.
手、下手くそ、下手くそな切り方だった。ありがとうございます。何言っとんねん、お前。
They're talking shit about you.
Yeah, they are talking shit about somebody. I don't know who.
Got it. Got it.
What do we? No, I don't know who it is. What do we spray the swords with? Alcohol to clean them off. I was about to have a smart aleck comment, but
This is weeb tears. Tears of a weeb. We harvest them locally.
Raffin, we get the refund. We refund when we get the sword back. We always have to confirm that people have not actually used them and cut with them.
Yeah, people say they don't. We get it. We find it's all scratched and bent.
Yeah, we have learned our lesson because we refunded people and then we ended up with swords that had been cut. So
What did the one guy say? Maybe the UPS guy pulled over and cut some trees with it.
it's, sure.
Then retaped the box up.
僕も毎日刀使ってる。ほんまか? Gerbil urine. Okay, so let's I almost walked into that sword. That wasn't smart. All right, so we're gonna go and set the shop, which means we're already more or less set up, but we're gonna roll things into place, and you can see our 600 some plus swords. I don't know what kind of alcohol you drink at your party. Yeah, somebody claimed that when we got the sword back and it was all scuffed up, they said it wasn't me. Maybe I think the UPS guy might have taken it out and cut with it. I'm like, yeah, that was you, man.
Do
Do you hear yourself, buddy?
Is that what you tell Cult of Athena?
That pink one is tough. That's Kokushibo right there. For those of you who like Demon Slayer, that's Kokushibo. Yamamoto sword, not good. What's your most expensive sword? We have some antiques that are in the thousands of dollars.
8,500.
Shusui is right over here. I just found this article accidentally, came across it, was fed to my my Google today about Zoro's sword. So now I know more about his swords. What if the UPS guy really did do it, says David. Then maybe that's why the sword you shipped to Matt Jensen had the loose tsuba.
Oh, just piecing it all together.
Blake Meyer, the name of my novel is called The Dragon Song Saga. Space sword is my favorite. Well, we do have some.
What's that? We're gonna cut with this. We gotta cut with this next.
Yeah, you have to cut with that.
Afro Samurai next week, guys.
Let's do it.
It is full tang and sharp, Evan, so quote unquote battle ready. Best steel for a sword depends on what you want to do with it. If you're looking to beat stuff up, S5 shock steel. Let's do some S5 shock steel swords. If you want to cut stuff, then SX105 is a good budget option. Well, semi-budget option. We do not have Yasuo's blade. 毎日毎日刀を... あれ? Missed it.
Still talking shit.
No, he's just talking about how much he uses swords.
Every day.
If by sword he means his penis, but that's beside the point. Modern-made katana with a ring guard, like a Kyugunto. We're actually gonna make one. We're making one through Cloudhammer.
I was gonna say, please let me.
Natural hardwood with straight and curved blades. I'll send you some rare gerbil urine straight from my gerbil named Richard Gere. Oh God. Here we go. This is Shikomizue right here. Alexis, our least expensive is the Black Samurai at $80. How was your Wing Chun class, John? Any injuries? Not today, Warren, thank goodness. I know most blades are low alloy steels, but are there powder steel blades for cutting competitions? Yeah, some people use CPM 3V, Z-Tough, yeah.
Z-Tough's pretty amazing.
Yeah, Cloudhammer tells me that they think Z-Tough is the best.
Really?
A combination of toughness and hardness.
Z-Tough is expensive.
Z-Tough is expensive, yes. Sword Art Online, we have had Yuki's Demon Slasher, we're out of it, we sold it. Clear off a few spots for some insanely sharp old school Bizer days from Cloudhammer. Eric Hussein in the house!
What's up, Eric?
ASAB 88 is good for Edge, Swift Vendetta. ASAB 88 is a Swedish steel company. They used to use something called KC120 or K120C, which is a type of powder steel.
Swedish powder steel.
Swedish powder steel.
Conway used that K120C
Yep.
for a long time.
use that for their Shinto.
But they discontinued K120C in favor of ASAB 88.
And now Hanway's discontinued.
No kid size one, no. So to confirm, Eric, you shipped it to the Psalm, right, or to the dude in Arizona. Excalibur, I believe, is $500. It should be on the website. Strongest sword we have is S5 shock steel. Visit our website, rvakatana.com. We don't have Tesaiga.
500 for Excalibur.
Is it up on the site?
I don't know.
Swords, no. MagnaCut does not make for good swords. It's too brittle.
Yeah, great knife steel.
MagnaCut is amazing for knives. Once you get past about 20 inches, you do risk breaking it. So MagnaCut is risky once you reach 20 inches.
That's archived.
Yeah, MagnaCut is a knife steel. Knife steel, just because a steel is good for knives doesn't mean it's good for a sword.
Excalibur is now available.
Awesome, Eric Hussein. S5 shock steel and Shinogi blade profile is, yeah.
So it's 500?
ASAB, yeah, 500 I think. ASAB 88 versus SX105E. ASAB 88 is better. A little less tough. Like I think it's about 60 joules to break versus SX105E, which is 90 joules. I'm sorry, 45 to 60, depending on heat treatment. The most expensive katana we sell is probably the Kawanakajima or the Tatsumaki from Dragon King. Right here. The Kawanakajima is like kind of like that big sword we were cutting, but it's big, but it's only like half the width of that big one. Here, draw it one-handed. Scott's like updating our inventories and prices over here. That's the Kawanakajima. This is one of our.
What's so nice about it, just one hand. I mean, it's sort of this buff. You expect to weigh a pound more. But
We should have cut the double mat with this guy. Come to think of it.
always.
Oh, we think of things after the fact. So this is one of our favorites, the Kawanakajima. This is one of our most expensive new swords. Our most expensive are antiques. Our antiques are like start in the thousands. How many customers do you get a day? Hard to say. S5 longsword handle on website says 10 inches. Is there a long handle version? No, David, there is not. Are most of your sales in person or online? Most of our sales are online.
Online. On weekends, we can actually get lots of groups that travel here. Some days it's a lot. Some days it's,
Sharpest one? No idea. We have probably over 1,000 swords in our total inventory, so we don't test each individual one.
Anything can be sharpened though. What retain its sharpness? That's a better question.
Yeah, it's basically like Scott's brain. It can be sharp to begin with, but it becomes duller and duller over time.
55, so yeah, the sharpness left a long time ago.
Do you have pirate swords? Well, pirates sort of use whatever they can get a hold of. Any black wooden swords? I think we might have some black wood ones.
I mean, we've got one piece swords. Those are pirate swords, right?
We have one black book tool left.
Would you buy T10 or 65MN if it were a choice? I believe those are the metal types. Depends on what I wanted to do. For cutting T10, for abuse 65MN.
We did have these poly book tool as well.
Yeah, we have the polymer ones. Hanwei had K120C Swedish steel. Bugay does too, but with Hanwei gone, yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's interesting to see what Dragon King will do. Dragon King has really good fit and finish, so they're going to rework some of the line. So I'm optimistic about what Dragon King will do.
Nine swords between 150 and 200. We're going to go with the 1,000 chrysanthemum and the copper chrysanthemum. These are our favorite. This is a $200 sword here. This is like the 150 version. This is a $200 version. They're basically the same blade, but the $250 version, the $200 version has nicer fittings. Real ray skin.
Yeah, a little nicer.
The least expensive one, most affordable, is the Black Samurai. We'll show it because it's right here. Can I legally carry a katana for self-defense? It depends on where you live. Can it cut bone? So not dry bone, but yeah. What is the shorter ones on the wall? Those are tacticals. Right there. Tactical from APOC. Look at our website and look up APOC. Ray found me a complete set of Nihonto Koza. Wow, that's amazing, Steve. Very hard to find those books. I've been looking and they are not cheap.
Of course, Steve can afford them.
Wooden or polymer bokito? They all say wood. I like the polymer because it has a lot of weight to it. It feels like almost as heavy as a real sword. Rocker She's Kelly, you bought a sword from us. Thank you.
One of the new Yaito left.
If you swing it, does it make sword sounds?
Yes.
You're talking about tachikaze. I was gonna make a smart ass comment about those kind of swords. Here suck! Die! That's the pink swords. Die! Shine! Oldest sword age. We have a 700-year-old sword here. Show us the tactical. Which one? We have a lot.
Look at that.
This is an Osaraku Wakazashi. Rock chick. My bad. Hey, it's all good. Rock chick or not rocker chic. Rocker chic. My bad. I'm gonna start calling you rocker chic. Big kukuri. We have some small kukuri. Is the pink plum dragon spring? It is. There's the pink plum dragon. Oh, we forgot to show the black samurai. But,
did.
Oh, you did? We can't decide which way to go. Here is the pink plum. We can't figure our shit out. Are Osaka good for cutting? We've had a lot of success cutting with them.
Yeah, they're lightweight, super fun.
How much is she just wanted? Can you tell me the price? Which one were you asking about? Can you tell me the press of the cheapest you have? Black Samurai for 80. There's an extended kukuri right there. 700-year-old one is in a display case. It's really hard to see. Sekiro Katana. Yeah, we can do that. Here is a bigger kukuri. This is the APOC Tactical Kukuri. Dragon King Hana. That's pretty awesome. It's over
I
here.
love it.
That's a really great sword. I think that's it right there, but my eyes are deceiving me. I think this is the Hana right there. Has a really nice kashira. This has one of my favorite kashira, actually.
Yeah, this rounded pommel is really, really nice.
Gabriel, yes, they are real. What age do you have to be to buy one? 18, or unless you have parental permission. Is there a store near YouTube Island? Where's YouTube Island?
Yeah, it's right out there. We're near YouTube Island.
Heaviest Cloudhammer steel type. The steel's all weigh about the same. Biggest katana we have is probably the Wind and Thunder. The Wind and Thunder is a big, big sword, about 3 pounds. Huge kisaki. 3.5 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Lord of the Ring swords. We do carry Glamdring. We are currently sold out, but we should have some coming. We do have Viking swords. Yeah, our website is rva-katana.com. We do ship to California, anywhere in the United States. We are in Richmond, Virginia. Viking swords over here. Warren agrees with Scott that Dragon King swords will help with Hanwei.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
I think so too, actually.
Warren. I think you're right.
I just hope they keep most of the products from Honda.
Reverse edge, the Sakabato. That was a gold Fred you
I
just
think
showed.
Frenchie probably has a lot of ideas for how he can improve, and now he's going to be able to.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting.
You want to show the Sakabato?
I'm hoping that maybe like if they keep doing the European swords, they can make them sharper out of the factory. That would be
Longest S5 longsword is 90 centimeters.
Maybe less
The long sword.
English handles.
for the katana. Yeah.
The Ming Chan Dao also. Oh, the Dark Oni Okatana. That's an awesome sword. The Reaper Oni.
yeah.
We all love this sword.
Get reaped.
Go ahead and swing that. Let's listen to this one thing. This is the sound an Oni makes.
That's a tight fit. We were gonna cut with my Reaper tonight, but we had so much fun cutting with the Nagasheti.
Yeah.
That's above the AC.
There you go. Elden Ring, we currently have Moonveil in stock. So Moonveil is right there. And Odachi are over here.
We have one Odachi with a Boki in it. It's a 35.
It's pre-recorded, says Seth. Yes, we are pre-recorded, Seth. I wish that guy knew better when he was... Someone was watching one of our live replays and like, why aren't you answering me? It's like, because you're watching a replay, my dude.
I was sitting here like, are you drunk? Is that what's going on?
What's best for cutting bamboo? We have a lot of great bamboo cutters. I wouldn't know which one is the best, really. We've cut...
Honestly, a good T10 blade would work. 1095 works. Yeah, I'd say those are good. Any other steels above that? Yeah.
How many swords have been sold here? We've actually sold, I think we've reached 10,000. Ship to Canada, yes. We can ship to Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Land of free healthcare. Best one for cutting asparagus. It would have to be a small one because asparagus is kind of... I usually use a knife to cut asparagus, just saying.
I mean, something
It's
small.
Memorex, says Steve.
I guess this guy.
Is it live or is it Memorex? Steve, only people our age know what you're talking about. Wonder if Inosuke sword would cut tatami. I don't think so.
It would not. Let me show you one.
How many cuts happen in the shop?
This is actually like accurate to the show too. So like these cutting edges are only maybe an inch and a half long, and so you need to have a cutting edge of at least as long as the tatami is like in diameter. And so the inside of them are blunt, just like how Inosuke cracked the crap out of his blade with the rock. So
Howard City, don't know where that is, so couldn't tell you. 9260 spring steel is good stuff, especially for beginners.
oh yeah,
Excellent for beginners.
Right here.
Vortex.
The Vortex is one of our favorite swords.
Vortexes are back.
The Vortex is back on the menu, boys.
Purple. With a bogey.
If the cameraman with the glasses and no beard wants to marry a Canuck, let me know.
Oh!
Is that a proposal?
He knows what that's all about.
Black.
Yeah, his wife might have something. Indeed. My wife might have something to say about it, Steve. She might say, go for it.
I'm sick of this guy.
I know. My wife would be like, yeah, go. Please take him.
I get 50%.
Best one to cut a car, S5. Hey, James Pappas.
You remember the Cold Steel videos where they were taking their swords and putting them through car doors?
Does Sanmai give the same shock absorption as soft iron core? I mean, you're talking about very traditional methods that, modern day steel generally does better.
It also depends on the kind of
Claymores?
It goes into it depends on the no.
Yes, we ship to Mexico. We ship to Michigan all the time.
There you go.
S5. We have a lot of S5. We have a lot of S5 shock steel swords. S5 is a type of steel. We gave one to Shad Diversity. He tried to break it by hitting rock, and he was chipping the rock, but not damaging the sword. I mean, he was dulling the blade. That's going to happen if you hit rock. Most swords, when they hit rock, will break. Cold Steel,
Yeah. I think their European swords are fine, but their Japanese swords leave a lot.
Scotland we can, but there is a high risk of seizure in customs.
There's the Scottish two-handers.
Shipping to Germany, no problem. We ship to Germany all the time.
These things, they're so awesome.
But basically, we're looking at the United States. We can ship anywhere in the United States. Visit our website, rva-katana.com.
Of the new batch?
The original batch, the first batch that came out, I got one.
Do you cut with it?
Yeah.
Is the handle retain its?
The first
The
batch,
leather
they
wrap-
had, the leather wrap came on.
Yes,
the
Shinobi,
first batch
all
was
of our
the
swords are
rest
sharp.
now.
So the S5 Katana, we just cut with an S5 sword tonight live before you probably just joined us, but we were cutting earlier with it, and it was amazing. Excalibur, we do have a version of Excalibur.
Oh yeah.
What do you have in your hands there? Oh, you know nothing, Mark Bergstrom.
You know nothing.
You know nothing, Mark
You know
Bergstrom.
nothing, John Kong.
Our greatest sword. You don't want just a great sword, you want a greatest sword.
They're all
Australia,
great.
if you live in Victoria, you need a permit. Osuraku, we can show you several Osuraku. Do you want to see an Osuraku Wakazashi?
Freaking amazing.
Yeah, the new Excalibur is much better than the original. It comes out of the sheath, actually. The original one, you felt like you were, if you pulled it out, you feel like you deserve to be the king of the Britons.
Yeah, if you know the old version, they've really nailed it. Yeah.
Nice and springy, nice and
Very light.
Customs depend on how custom and what you're looking for.
Yep. There are limitations to what our forges can do.
How much for great sword? I think they're 325 for the Hanwei great swords.
You mean the Kingston Arms? This was like 450 for the two-hander right here.
The two-hander, the kind of hander. Oh, see you later, Scott. Kind of Zweihander.
Kind of by hunting, yeah. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4.
How impractical is a back sheath?
Is a back sheath? Very impractical.
Very impractical.
Unless you're wielding a very short blade.
You want to show the Scarlet Bloom? This has actually been a really popular one. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised at how well this is sold. Scarlet Bloom has done really well.
Or as I like to call it, the pink starfish.
Conan, we do have Conan the Barbarian swords.
We have the father sword.
Shields, we have no space for shields.
Yeah, those things are big.
Master Sword, we are waiting to get some back in. We sold out of them. We got them in and they went out really quickly. Oh, cool, Frodo. Kobuse, I have cutting soft drink bottles edge rolled. Yeah, Kobuse, I mean, yeah.
I guess it also depends on the kind of steel that's being used.
And the heat treatment, yeah.
Because Kobuse and Sanmai are just, they're lamination types. That's not a particular steel type per se.
Chris Banner wants to ask Mark, which European sword has the widest of things?
The widest,
We do have Blue Exorcist, yes.
I think
We don't have Frostmourne.
the widest we have right now is the Cloudhammer longsword.
We do have Ichigo. Yeah, this Cloudhammer longsword is freaking massive.
It's big.
But it's also super lightweight.
Yeah.
What typology is this, if any?
If I had to guess, 16A. Kind of a flattened diamond with a fuller going about 2/3 of the way down. But you wouldn't really see them mounted like this. But usually they were also more thrustings than cutting blades. They could cut, but they were more thrusting. But
No maces, maws, morning swords, or flails. Scottish swords.
or it could be an 18A. I mean, when in doubt, 18A or 18B.
Scottish swords, we have a basket-hilted broadsword and plus two-handers. We are selling. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. The loop is called a ring guard.
Yeah, it's a ring guard. So basically, the idea is when you're fencing and a blade slides down, it's going to catch on the ring instead of sliding onto your hand.
Blue Exorcist, we have two versions right there. One is a T10 clay temper with blue blade. The other is a 65 MN blade. Genji's Dragon Blade Bionodachi. I'm not really familiar with that. Naginata, all we have is that antique Naginata up there. It's a 200-year-old blade on... I don't know how old the mountings are. Probably like Meiji. Red and white ones. We do have red and white swords. Claymore is a Scottish sword, yes. We do not sell teppo. I want to buy. Visit our website, rva-katana.com.
Albrecht 2.
Albrecht 2, rva-katana.com.
Really cool.
Jay Davis says 16A.
16A? Yeah, I can see an argument for that.
Can you show a typical Viking sword? And we will show Yamato afterwards.
Yeah, here's a 9th century style right here. So, like, the thing is, Viking or Carolingian swords, they did vary actually quite a bit. Now, the thing about the modern market is most of them don't actually have, like, properly rounded points. Usually they didn't have very pointed tips. C'est la vie.
Ghost of Tsushima. Can you help me round that? I can't do that one-handed without knocking it over.
Skill issue.
It's an OSHA issue. If I did that, I would worry. But some asshole from OSHA might say something.
Yeah, I know. What a jerk.
So there is
Sakai Clan.
Sakai Clan.
We were
Yeah.
cutting with these last week. Hopefully, John will post the video footage of these soon.
Which is tougher out of the two Blue Exorcists? The 65 MN is the tougher, but I would recommend the the T10 clay tempered. It's much nicer, a much nicer sword in
Yeah,
general.
this blade is much nicer. Like, it cut the best, too.
Donkey, our swords, Tamahagane swords, come with certificates that allow them to be brought into Japan. Only the ones that were actually made in Japan. The ones that are made in Taiwan and Vietnam and China that are made of Tamahagane will not pass through Japan. The most expensive sword we have here are some antique Japanese antiques. Whew, what time is it?
929.
9:29. A few more minutes. Scott, Mark's got to go to work tomorrow.
Yep.
Oldest sword we have here is 700 years old. Awesome, Amarazia said. I can't say your name, but I'll try. How much are your authentic Tamahagane blades? They start at about 1,500 for antique ones.
And the Cloudhammer modern made one is 1800.
Yeah, that's a really nice one. We have two of them actually, a Tachi, a Kazari Dachi, and
Oh, nice.
a Katana. This is the Michonne sword,
That one's 65 MN spring
65 MN version. This is the $200 version. We also have a $700 version made of S5. Which is stronger, Tamahagane or 1095? 1095 easily.
Steel. Tamahagane is one of the weakest steel types out there.
Yeah, Tamahagane is not the best. It's basically pre-modern technology. It's a 1,000-year-old technology, and so would you rather rely on a 1,000-year-old technology or a modern technology to save your life? Do you have the crazy wooden sakabato that Batosai used? We don't have a wooden one. We have steel ones. Let's see. Do you have a link to use I can use to buy a sword? Go to our website, rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com.
Here's the Batosai.
Here's the Batosai. Look at the curve in that handle.
Yeah. It's basically a Handachi. Just
Lots of two-handers. Two-handers right there.
I mean, also two-handed.
No matchlock rifles.
No guns at all.
Blue-Eyed Samurai, we do have a meteorite sword. Lord of the Rings sword, we have a halfling sword that looks like Sting. We do carry Aragorn's sword and others. Oldest sword we have here is 700 years old, and no, we won't show it to you. I mean, we can show you to from the outside, but we're not going to take it out of the case. There is the blue meteorite. This is a $2,000 sword because of the meteorite in it. It's not all meteorite. It's about 30% meteorite.
The rest is what, 1095?
Do I need a certificate to bring a Tamahagane katana into Japan? I was just reading about the rules. I mean, basically, you have to register it at the airport, and they have to prove that it's Tamahagane. So, does the heavy curve in the Hitokiri sword's hilt make it weird to cut with? Not at all.
Not to me.
It was easier to cut with. It was an amazing cutter.
I've yet to cut with it.
It's awesome. So I think what's going on here is that when you cut with it, and when you want to maintain like your best structure when cutting, you want to extend both of your arms completely. And so if you let your back arm choke up a little bit to get the point forward, you're going to have less of the edge dragging along the target. But when you increase your structure, it suddenly pushes the edge up, just like with another really curved blade, and it drags the edge along.
We just unsheathed the Blue Exorcist, but we'll do it again. Here's the Blue Exorcist. We'll unsheath it. This is the last time, unless, yeah. Donkey, if you had a layover and you were actually carrying the sword, no, they wouldn't let you keep it with you. Pop player, we will get to the red and white one. I'm trying to think of where one is actually. If someone broke into your house, sword or gun? Gun.
Yep, gun. This one has red. With
See you later,
black
Warren
side.
Nass. Here's a red and white one. This is a Renji sword from Bleach.
Renji. I have to try to remember that.
Sword checked in baggage, you probably wouldn't have to worry about it because it transfers right to the thing.
You have to still go through customs though.
If it's a connecting flight, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Sasuke sword, we have Sasuke's over here.
Here is the 1045 steel version.
Where are we located? Richmond, Virginia. All right, I think that Mark is turning into a pumpkin, so we will shut this baby down. Thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for the awesome mods, Kratos, David,
Yeah, the mods are
Jay.
Y'all are working overtime today.
I know, yeah. Oh, Zweihander, we'll show you
There we go.
we'll show you that because it's right here.
Kingston Arms, right here. Nice hefty beast.
Samurai shampoo? No, but we will have Samurai Champloo soon enough. We have Mugen sword, but we do not have Samurai shampoo.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome if you want to have your own chonmage. All right.
All right.
Shutting down here on Facebook. And we thank you, Steve and Cook and Jill, all the mods here on TikTok.
Yep, you guys are awesome.
You guys rock. See you guys later. And YouTube. I will walk around a little bit here. All right, see you later, Mark. See ya. Did you guys dump every? Okay, awesome. Great job. All right. Anything else you guys want to see in 2 minutes before I head out? Yes, thank you, Kratos, for posting our website, rva-katana.com. Discord.gg/RVA Katana. Hypodermic needle. It's hypodermic, actually. Space sword. Jon Snow sword. Here's a Jon Snow sword right here.
We haven't got one of these comments tonight. We do have cursed swords. Beach. Okay. Cursed sword.
Now it's cursed.
Night. Yeah.
Jay Davis. Well, Mark, Jay Davis thinks he knows you.
Jay Davis.
Jay Davis, maybe at a cutting party. Jay Davis, have you been to Richmond, Virginia?
Don't look on Facebook. Jay Davis.
Shinobu sword. We just showed it.
I'm trying to look you up.
We don't have gut sword, Jason.
Got sword weight hundreds of pounds.
All right, see you guys later. Good night.